Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my second lesson about the drawing of linear graphs. In this lesson, I will be discussing drawing of different types of lines. This lesson is equally important for D2, chapter number 2, D3 coordinate geometry, D4 linear inequalities, and the transformation and PTB class 9th, chapter number 8. So before going to the lesson, it's important to discuss that how many types of straight lines are there. Basically, there are three different types of lines. The horizontal lines, they are in the form of y is equal to a. The vertical lines, x is equal to c. The non-vertical lines, y equals to mx plus c or y equals to mx. For the line y is equal to mx plus c, m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. Y-intercept means that the point or the place where the line cuts meets y-axis. How to understand the gradient or m? Gradient of the line is the ratio of rise to run. Ratio means to divide something. So the formula for the gradient will be ratio of rise, and rise comes along y-axis, change in y upon change in x, or in form of the coordinates we can write the formula for the gradient m equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Or the second type of non-vertical line is y equals to mx only, where c, the y-intercept, is 0 and this line will pass through origin. Let's discuss these types of lines one by one. Horizontal lines are in the form of y is equal to a. What does that mean? If you look at the graph, you can see that here we have two lines. One of the line is above x-axis and one line is below x-axis. You can see that this line is meeting y-axis at point 1, and this line is cutting or meeting y-axis at minus 1. So y is equal to a means that we have the line either above side of x-axis or below side of x-axis. If it will be on the above side of x-axis, then it will have the a positive, otherwise it will have a negative. All the lines which are in the form of y is equal to a or horizontal lines, they are parallel to x-axis. They cut y-axis. The equation is in terms of y and the gradient is 0. Coming to the second type of lines, the vertical lines, their general equation is in the form x equals to c. Now again you can see that here we again have two lines. One is meeting on the right hand side of y-axis at x is equal to 2, and the other is cutting or meeting at x equals to minus 2. These lines are parallel to y-axis. They are cutting at x-axis. Equation will be in terms of x and gradient will be infinity. Coming to the non-vertical lines and their features, the general form of non-vertical lines is y equals to mx plus c when m, the gradient is positive. Gradient is positive. Lines will have the rising trend, means they will be going upward. They will be in the first and third quadrant, and when m is negative, lines will have the falling trend and they will be in the second and fourth quadrant. Coming to the non-vertical lines, where c is 0, the general equation will be y equals to mx only or y equals to minus mx. The lines will be passing through origin, and again if the gradient will be positive, line will have the rising trend and they will be in the first and third quadrant. And when your gradient is negative, lines will have the falling trend and they will be in the second and fourth quadrant and they will pass through origin. I hope you are clear about this lesson. For the better understanding of next lesson, it's really important to have the good grasp on this lesson. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.